Alright, hello students. In this video we're also going to solve rational inequalities. And the first thing that you need to check is whether you have a 0 on the right, check. Whether you have one term on the left, check. And remember that you check the number of fraction bars. If you only have one fraction bar, then you only have one term. So we're good. So this is the inequality that we're going to use to answer the problem. Now you have to get your critical points. Well, you get your critical points from the numerator and the denominator. From the numerator, what do we get? We get x equals negative 7. And from the denominator, we get x equals 3. And now we need to ask ourselves, are they open or closed? Well, for the numerator, you have to look at the inequality. And the fact that you have no equal bar is just a greater than symbol. Because you don't have an equal sign, this one's going to be an open circle. The denominator is always open, regardless of the inequality sign. So then you're going to make a number line. We're going to plot both points, and negative 7 comes first on the number line, and then the 3. Both of them are open circles. And now we're going to separate this into regions. And remember, I sketched this, I draw this dashed line just to help me visualize it. And I have region A, region B, and region C. Now I'm going to pick numbers in those regions. What's a number to the left of negative 10? Negative 7. See, I was thinking of the answer already. A negative 10. A number in between negative 7 and 3. So I'm going to use 0. And a number greater than 3. So I'm going to use 4. Now these are the numbers that I'm going to test. And where do I test them? Here, in this red box, red rectangular box that I made. The x plus 7 over the x minus 3. So I'm going to use a negative 10 for that x. So my first test for region A is going to be negative 10 plus 7 over negative 10 minus 3. Now use your calculators and find out what this number is. And remember, if you don't have a Casio that does the fractions, that you use parentheses correctly. And we're going to test this symbol, this purple inequality, greater than 0. We want to know if this number is greater than 0. All right, I'll be at time to put it in your calculators. If not, pause. I got 0.23 on my calculator. And the question is this greater than 0? Yes, because it's a positive number, and all positive numbers are greater than 0. So I have a true statement for A. Now we're going to test region B and 0 into the same function here with the red box. It'll be 0 plus 7 over 0 minus 3. And we're going to ask whether this is greater than 0. So right now, pause the video. Use the calculator, see what you get. All right, are you ready? I got negative 2.33 greater than 0. So this is a negative number. Can a negative number ever be greater than 0? False. So in the middle, I have a false statement. Now I'm going to test 4. So I have 4 plus 7 over 4 minus 3. And is this greater than 0? And once again, pause the video, try it in your calculator. All right, did you get it? I have the answer. It's 11 greater than 0. Is this true? Yes, because 11 is a positive number and all positive numbers are greater than 0. So this is a true statement. And I have true over here. Now you look at where you have true, and the regions that you have true is where you're going to sketch a number. Now, it's both of these regions, but you see how both of these regions go to positive and negative infinity? So we have to put arrows at the end. All right, if you were in between, right, we had a number line, you got two circles, right? You don't put arrows because you're in between two endpoints, but here we're going to unbounded regions. So we put arrows to show that the line continues forever. Let me erase this. That was just an example. That was not part of the problem. Okay, now that you're done with the number line graph, you have to write your interval notation. Now focus. Where did we sketch lines? We sketched lines in region A, and we sketched a line in region C. So you're going to write two interval notations. Let's focus on region A. Where does this start? It does not start at -7. It starts at -infinity. It ends at -7. So your interval notation is -infinity, stops at -7. Infinity always gets parentheses. This is an open circle, so it also gets a parentheses. Now focus on the next red line. Where does it start? It starts at 3. And where does it end? It ends at +infinity. Open circle, parentheses, infinity, parentheses. And we just put a U to combine them. So then your answer would be this. I have to sketch it slow, otherwise it doesn't come out good. All right, so this would be the answer to this problem. Let's solve another one. All right, with this problem, let's see. A minus 1 over A is it greater than 0? Here we go. All right, do we have 0 on the right? Check. Do we have one term on the left? Check. All right, so this is the one that we're going to use when we do the testing. Now we have to get our critical points. Let's see, from the numerator, well, we might have to work this out. A minus 1 equals 0 plus 1. Oh, wait, no, we didn't. A equals 1. All right, from the numerator, we get that A equals 1. From the denominator, we get that A equals 0. Let me get rid of that number 3. All right, it's gone. Now the question is, are they open or are they closed? Well, the one from the numerator is going to be open because we don't have an inequality. We don't have an equal bar over here. So this is an open circle, and the denominator is always open. Then you grab your number line, and we're going to sketch this. We have 2. The 0 comes first, and then the 1. Both of them are open. Now we've created 3 regions, region A, B in between, and C towards the right. And we need to pick points. So we're going to pick, what's a number to the left of 0? -1. What's a number between 0 and 1? 0.5. What's a number greater than 1? 2. And these are numbers that we're going to test. All right, testing A. And so A is -1. So wherever we have an A, we're going to put a -1. So we have -1 minus 1 over -1. And is this greater than 0? Remember to use parentheses appropriately. Now go ahead and pause the video and use your calculator. All right, did you get an answer yet? If not, pause the video because I'm about to write the answer. All right, it's me 2. I got a 2 from all of this. Now the question is 2 greater than 0? And yes, it's a positive number. So this is true. So I have true for region A. Now let's test region B. 0.5. Once again, we're testing it in here into this red box. So 0.5 minus 1 over 0.5. Is this greater than 0? All right, once again, use parentheses appropriately and pause the video right now so that you can check it on your calculator. All right, I got a -1. And is a -1 greater than 0? Well, it's negative. Can a negative number ever be greater than 0? No, so this is false. So we have false for region B. Now for C, so we have 2 minus 1 over 2. Is this greater than 0? And once again, pause the video. I get 0.5. Is 0.5 greater than 0? Yes, because it's a positive number. All positive numbers are greater than 0. So for region C, I got true. Now where am I going to sketch a line? Only in the regions where I got true, and that would be only in region B. So since I'm in between two circles, I don't need an arrow, right? Because it is bounded. Now I have to write my interval notation. Well, I'm going to focus on my red line. Where does my red line start? It starts at 0 and it ends at 1. And they're both open circles, so they're both parentheses. And this would be the answer to this one. All right, if you have any questions or if I made any mistakes, go ahead and send me an email. Please make sure that you're studying and you're getting prepared for your test. Thank you.